Here we've got a table of fractions, decimals and percentages that we're going to complete. So we're going to start by taking this fraction here, which is 7 out of 50, and converting it into decimals and percentages. So if we've got a fraction 7 out of 50, if we're going to convert that into either a decimal or a percentage, then we need to know first of all what it is out of either 100 or 10. So I'm just going to write next to it a fraction out of 100, and then I'm going to work out what it is that I've done to 50 to turn it into 100. Well, I've multiplied it by 2. So if I do the same thing to the top and multiply 7 by 2, then that gives us 14 hundredths. Well, 14 out of 100 is 14%, because that's what percentage means, how many out of 100. And if it's 14%, 14 divided by 100 is 0.14. So with this one, we start as a decimal, and from a decimal we can go straight to the percentage. From looking here, 0.14 is 14%, so 0.32 is 32%. And if we know something is as a percentage is 32%, then we know it can be written as 32 out of 100, because that's what percentage means. So then we need to simplify this fraction, numbers that go into 32 and 100. So you could choose 4. 4 goes into 32 8 times, and 4 goes into 100 25 times. And it doesn't simplify any further than that, so we're done. Next one, 43%. Again, the same thing as a decimal. That will be 0.43. And as a percentage, it's just going to be 43 over 100, because that's what percentage means. But this one can't be simplified, so we're just going to leave it as 43 over 100. Next one, we've got 3 over 20, which is a fraction, and I need it as a percentage, or at least I need it out of 100. So we've got 3 over 20. I need to know what that is out of 100. So what have I done to 20 to turn it into 100? I've had to multiply it by 5. So if we do the same to the top, we get 15 out of 100, which must be 15%. And if something is 15%, it must be 0.15. Again, starting this time with a decimal, so I'm going to go straight to there. Be careful with this one. 0.6 would be 60%, so 0.06 is just 6%. And if it's 6%, it must be 6 out of 100, which can be simplified because both of these are even. So if we half them both, we find that it's 3 over 50, which can't be simplified any further. Final one, 80%, should just be written as 0.8 or 0.80. And then 80% again can be switched to, because it's as a percentage, it must just be 80 out of 100, which we can simplify down. 10 goes into both of those, makes that 8/10. And again, from there, that is 4/5. So here's a common kind of exam question, converting fractions to percentages, and then we're going to order them and name the smallest to the biggest. So to convert them to percentages, we need to know what they all are out of 100. So we've got 7 over 20, it's going to be something out of 100. Well, we've had to times that by 5. So if we do the same to the top, we get 35 out of 100, which must be 35%. The next one, 13 over 50. Again, I'm going to make that something out of 100. I've had to times that by 2. So if I do that, we get 26 out of 100, which is 26%. And with the third one, 90 out of 300, I want to know what that is out of 100. Shouldn't have written that like that. It'll be something out of 100. So to turn 300 into 100, I have to divide it by 3. So if I divide the top part by 3, I get 30 out of 100, which is 30%. So arrange them in order. Smallest first. Well, the smallest is this one here, which is 26%. So that's the smallest. And then the next biggest is this one, 30%. And then the largest is 7/20.